Hey guys, welcome back to another video with Carl's Garage, brought to you by Straight Outta Content. Today we're going to be doing something very unique. Today we're going to be helping a subscriber of mine get their engine replaced. Her name is Cynthia Wendoline. Hopefully I'm pronouncing that right. She's having a lot of trouble getting her engine replaced. As you've seen in the beginning of this video, that was her car. It totally sounds like she has engine bearing failure. That's what it sounds like to me. If anybody else is a mechanic out there, listen to the engine, you can definitely hear it sounds like that her engine is failing due to the bearings. Everybody knows that's what causes the engine failure in the cars. Either you have a brake fluid line leak, which can cause an engine fire, or the bearings on the connecting rods, they go bad and then they cause engine failure. So as you guys seen in my other video, the only way that Kia will replace your engine is one, if the bearings are bad and you can hear a knock. Obviously you just heard in her video you can hear a knock, or if your engine is completely failed. As you guys seen in a previous video, I showed the video of the gentleman, and I want to say DC, I always forget his name, but he was able to get his engine completely replaced with no issues. But I'm finding out that a lot of people in California are not able to get their engines replaced as easy as people in other states. So what I'm gonna do right now, I have her VIN number, I have all of her information. She sent it to me over Instagram. And again, if you guys have these issues, contact me directly on Instagram and I'll help you as much as I can. So she has a 2015 Kia Optima, 2.4 liter. She's been charged so far, she's been charged $295. She's went to two Kia dealerships in California, which I have right here, and I will be calling them on video to see what they tell me. I'm gonna act like I'm just a normal Kia owner, and I'm gonna say, hey, my engine is knocking. What's the process to get my engine replaced? And we're gonna hear exactly what they're saying, because this is what they're telling her, and they should not be charging you. As you guys seen in my other video, please go check that out. When another subscriber contacted me letting me know he got his engine replaced and it only cost him $100, in which he was reimbursed. She's already $295 in and her engine is still knocking. This cannot happen. We as a community have got to stop this. If you are an official Kia dealership, I will continue to post these videos and people in that local area will call you out. You do not want to lose business because you're taking advantage of people. Don't do that, okay? Don't do that. This community here in the Kia world, this community here from Straight Outta Content and Carl's Garage, we will report your business if you are just taking people's money, because that's what they're doing. And she actually has a knock detection sensor software update. I have her documents here in my phone, but I will not show that because there's some personal information on there and I don't want to risk anything like that. So let's go ahead and call the first dealership that she called. Visela Kia. That's the dealership, the first one that she said that she went to, in which they charged her $150 and said there was nothing that they could do to her car. Let's go ahead and call them. So their number is 559. So let's go over here to my dial pad. 559 733 3100. Here's the phone number. There you guys see. Okay, so I'm gonna call them on speakerphone like I do everybody else. I'm gonna call them. I'm just gonna act like I'm a regular person who owns a Kia Optima, and we're gonna see what they tell me. You guys will hear it live. It's Texas time, so it's 6:42 Texas time, so it's gotta be like 3 something in California, so this is perfect time. I was gonna try to call my Beck & Master Kia. They close here. That's the third person who I'm gonna call, but they close at 8, so I don't know if I have enough time or if their service department will be open, but let's go ahead and call.
So Kia, can I direct your call?
How you doing, sir? I have a Kia Optima and I'm pretty sure I have engine knock, so I was just calling just to see, I have the knock detection sensor software update. I was just calling to see what's the process to get my engine replaced.
Let me get your reserve line so I'll carry that for you. Hold on.
Thank you so much.
Uh-huh.
Hey, how you doing, Mr. Pat?
is not available
Oh.
to take your call.
Not available to
Please
take
leave
your
a
call.
message after the tone. Press the pound key to end recording.
Okay, so Pat's not available. It sounds like a little bit of a runaround. Let's go ahead and call the other dealership, another dealership which charged her to look at her car and said nothing's wrong. And like I said, as you guys heard in the beginning of the video, she has an engine knock. So let's go ahead and call the other number. This is called Selma Kia. 559-559. 891-891. 2300. That's the number. Oh, that's the number. Call.
You have reached Selma Kia. For our privacy policy, press 7. For any other inquiries, please remain on the line as your call is being transferred.
One moment, please.
How long would it take for you to...
Thank you for choosing Selma Automall, home of the 20-year, 2,000-mile warranty. How may I direct your call?
I think to service.
Service for Kia?
Yes, ma'am.
Give me one moment, please.
Okay, thank you very much.
Requested in the Central Valley. Visit one location, talk to one salesperson. Selma Kia, this is Adrian.
Hey, how you doing, Mr. Adrian?
Hey, pretty good. How about yourself?
Doing pretty good. So I have a 2015 Kia Optima. I was able to get my knock detection sensor software update, but it's knocking. Like the engine is starting to knock. It's really like a harsh shudder.
Where did we get the update at?
Hold on, let me look at the paperwork. Paperwork is at, I think it's there.
At Selma?
Yes.
Do you have the phone number linked with your profile? I can definitely look that up.
Okay. Let me see if it's on my paperwork. Oh, that's your guys' business line?
What about the last 6 of the VIN?
Yeah, I have the VIN.
Oh, I'll get that last 6 characters.
Okay, last 6. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I think it's 358 077.
077?
Yep, Cynthia.
Perfect. 1 second. Okay, I definitely messed this up somehow. I have 3580 what?
Let me see. Let me look at it again. 358 0. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay, so sorry about that.
No problem.
Okay, so there we go. Cynthia, we got the
Yep.
switching Optima here. Let me go ahead and check your history out real quick. See, I'm also going to run your warranty stuff, see if there's anything that could be correlating with that. Perfect. Three. So let's see, customer stage. Last time you were here, it looks like it was for diagnosis. Customer stage check engine light is on. The vehicle feels like shutting off and has rattle coming from engine. Verified position, turn film, DTC, film radio system too low. Current data verified. Low specs, no charge steering wheel. The pump inspection notice high pressure for the pump has RGB and low pressure. Fuel line as well. Recommend replacing. So it looks like last time you were here it was for some sort of pressure. It looks like there's some RTD on your fuel pressure pump, your fuel pump. And it looks like we didn't do any action off this, so it looks like you guys just took it after that.
Yeah, and I'm trying to help Miss Cynthia out. I have a Kia Optima myself, and I got the knock detection sensor software update, and I'm just trying to help her out because she sent me another video and her engine is knocking, and I know that in order to get the engine replaced, it either needs to be knocking or fully, completely, done.
Well, actually, it has to fail one of 2 tests, which would be your knock noise sensor test or the bearing clearance test. But it would have to fail one of those in order to qualify. Now, if it was if it passes both those and it's something else, that could deal with knocking and stuff, wouldn't be covered unless it fails one of those 2 tests. Okay, so it's very specific on how they cover these engines.
Is that a California thing or is that a Texas thing? Because here in Texas, they're replacing them. In fact, Beck and Master.
Probably a California thing then.
Because Beck and Master Kia,
There's a certain procedure we have to follow here, and that's our procedure. So it's probably a California thing.
so I can have more clarity, so I can explain how
this works. Okay, so first of all, she's a branded title here. Okay, so that means she's a salvage title, which means insurance.
Oh.
She decided not to. So with that said,
That's it.
I can only do anything to her car if she falls underneath that extension.
100%.
I'm not even allowed to diagnose her car just because it's branded. No dealership will touch her car.
You're 100% right.
Yep. And now, with that said, we do touch them if they have recalls on them.
Okay.
The extension that she does have on here, which is probably what you're referring to, she does have an engine extension on here. It's for unlimited time and mileage. Like I said, she'd have to fail one of those two tests. So how this would work, and the only way I can do it through here, we have to give her a diagnosis fee of $150. She does not pay up front. What we're going to do is diagnose this car for the engine light. He's going to perform those two tests, the knock noise sensor test and the bearing clearance test. If it fails one of those, it's automatic engine replacement. Whether you have the branded title or not, they will cover this for you, okay? So that's the first part. So if we did this, she fails one of those tests, she's going to get this covered by Kia, branded title or no branded title. Now, let's say it does not fail one of those tests, she would be responsible for the $150, but we would probably tell her what else it would need to take care of the vehicle, but we couldn't perform the repairs because of it being a branded title. So the only thing I can do is if it goes through the extension. That's the only way I can do anything on her car.
Yeah, because it looks like here the paperwork says that she was charged $145. Customer states noise on right side of engine like a knocking, and it says drivability. So I have the paperwork, so she was charged, but
Okay.
was it not
Now,
found?
is that from our facility? Is that what's going on? Is that what you're reading?
Yes, that's the paperwork
Okay, so
directly
that's
from.
the one I just read off to you right now. So let me bring that back up and read it off to you again. So she was in here for concern. I'm going to read it to you word for word right now, okay? So let's see here. Okay, so she came in with this concern. Customer states check engine light on. Vehicle feels like shutting off and has rattle coming from engine. Check and advise, right? Okay, so
Yes.
This is what my tech now found. All right, so hold on, let me bring it up. The full listing here. Okay. It says verified her concern. So we did discover her concern. There was a stored code in there, which is the P087. Now, the codes that link with that engine stuff is P1803 or 02. Those are the codes that link in with that bearing clearance test and knock noise sensor test. So this is already off the bat, not a code related to that. Fuel rail system pressure too low. Okay, viewing current data, verified fuel pressure is below specs. Specs calls for 500 to 700 psi at idle, and vehicle is at 75 psi. No charge during revving upon inspection. Noticed high pressure fuel pump has RTV, which is a sealant stuff that someone put on there because it shouldn't be on there.
Yeah,
Low pressure fuel line as well. Recommend replacing tampered components and recheck. That's all we did here.
Gotcha, yeah.
She's ever been in here for.
Gotcha. And that makes 100% sense because I just did a valve cover on my Optima, and you have to take off that high pressure fuel pump on top.
Right
Yeah,
on the top.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That silver thing. Okay, great. Well, you have given me very detailed information.
Yeah, of course, that's what I'm here for, man. So, like I said, talk to her, figure out what she wants to do. If she wants to try it, because it's not guaranteed, but it's not, not also, it's 50-50 pretty much. If she wants to chance it and see if Kia will cover it, then she can bring it in here for the diagnosis. We can perform it and see if she fails any of those tests, and then we can get it processed under there. If she doesn't, of course, she is responsible for the 150, but at least she'll know for sure if that's something Kia would have covered or not before making a decision on getting rid of a car or, doing the repair somewhere else.
Yeah, and honestly, it sounds like you guys definitely did your job 100%. I guess I wasn't given all the facts, and especially with the facts that you told me about the title, and then hearing that fuel pressure pump, or that fuel pressure, was it regular? No, fuel pressure pump, because it's for the GDI engine, yeah. So after
high pressure, yeah.
Yeah, exactly, the high pressure. So after hearing that and physically dealing with it, I know exactly what you're talking about, and I know how if that thing is tweaked just a little bit, it can make your engine shudder as if you had like an engine knock. Yeah.
Yes, exactly.
Yep.
So talk to her, go over it. If you guys need our help, just give me a call back. My name's Adrian, okay? I'm more than happy to help you guys out.
Thank you, Mr. Adrian. Thank you so much, man. Thank you, guys.
Of course, yeah. Any questions you guys have, give me a call. You have a good day.
Yes, sir. You too. Bye.
Okay, bye.
Okay, hold up. That's my wife. That's my wife. Sorry, my wife. Okay, so you guys heard that so I've been wrong. This whole time I thought if you had a salvage title, they wouldn't do it. According to him, Mr. Adrian, Kia still will replace your engine, but in this case, Miss Cynthia doesn't have what seems to be a rod issue. It seems like that she has a fuel pressure issue. And I know this because I changed I had to take off the fuel regulator. The high pressure fuel pump that's on top of the valve cover, I had to take that off in order to get the valve cover off because, once again, oil was shooting all over my engine bay and Kia doesn't cover a valve cover gasket. So I had to do it myself. Make sure you guys go check out that video because you can learn a lot about your engine. And it seems like that she's in the exact same place, that these engines, things outside of the crankcase and stuff like that will fail. And then you're responsible for fixing that. And people, I guess, are under the assumption, well, something's wrong with my car. I should get a recall. And unfortunately, it's not like that. But, Ms. Cynthia, you are in great luck. Mr. Adrian just informed me that you have an extended type of warranty on your car. That fuel pressure regulator right there on top is not hard to get off. It's very easy. The high pressure fuel pump on top is very easy to get off, so you should be able to find somebody locally in your area to just replace it. He is correct. You do not want to put RTV around that. It already comes with its own, it's really just metal to metal. But the gasket there is from the gasket of the valve cover. It's a little ring. And if you go watch my video, you can see exactly what I'm talking about. But it's like a little ring shaped like this, kind of. And that's what seals the high pressure fuel pump on top of that. So you probably could buy that separate and take it off and put a new one there and put it back on. That's something that I would do. It's not that hard. The hardest thing is getting that fuel line off on the side. And then you have to take off all the brackets on the side again. If you have any issues, or if you know somebody like an uncle or something like that who can kind of work on cars, have them watch my video and they will see exactly how to get that high pressure fuel pump off of the valve cover so that you can just replace that. And I think that's the only thing that's wrong with your car, honestly, which is pretty cheap. Those things aren't, you can probably find one used, but if your car was salvaged, maybe when you bought it, somebody tried to, maybe there was a leak there, or maybe whenever they did the valve cover gasket from previous issues, maybe they put sealant on that. I know I did put extra silicone on my valve cover gasket, but not on the fuel pressure pump. You never want to put it near a fuel pressure pump. But on the back where the engine is, where the valve cover is known for leaking, that's where I put some extra gaskets, some liquid gaskets. So that's today's video. Hopefully I helped you out there, Miss Cynthia, and hopefully I helped anybody else who's going through issues, who's having engine issues that may sound very, very, very close to engine failure, but it's just not. And guys, I shared it with you. Go check out my videos. I've been through this. I'm seeing engine oil shoot everywhere. I'm driving, my engine oil is going extremely low, and I'm like, what the heck? My engine's failing. No, just a valve cover gasket. You're responsible. I had to pay for the valve cover gasket, and it took me 8 to 16 hours to complete it with filming and everything. So that's the end of my video, guys. Thank you so much for watching. Ms. Cynthia, I will contact you and let you know that I made this video. Hopefully you can watch it and learn so much. But Mr. Adrian from that dealership is definitely willing to help you. I wouldn't go back there and spend another $100 for them to diagnose it and then fix it. I would try to find somebody locally, maybe, like an app service or something like that, somebody who can come to your home and just replace it. You can probably buy that part on Rock Auto or on Amazon or something like that. I will try to search for it, and then if I can, I will send you the link. If I find a piece somewhere, I will send you the link. I know that we have them out here in Texas all the time. Those pieces are a dime a dozen. So again, I'll help you as much as I can. Anybody else out there, if you guys have any questions, if you have any other issues like this, please contact me in my DM in my IG, and I will help you and make a video like this, and we will work through it together. So hopefully you guys like this video. You guys know my slogan, please stay safe. You guys, if you don't know, I'm in the car scene. There has been a tragic accident here in Houston. You can check out all those videos for the truth. If you want to know the truth, if you heard about the accident here in Houston, if you want to know the truth, check out my videos, because what the news is reporting is just not true. It's extremely false. It has nothing to do with the meat wasn't illegal, and it wasn't about street racing. Nobody was street racing. Okay, guys, you guys know my slogan. Please be safe. I'm hungry. My wife is home, I think, about to be. I'm gonna get something to eat. Peace.